Hey, what's up everybody? So it's been exactly 2 months and 11 weddings later with the MLS900 from Harbinger. And the last video that you saw this particular item in was just an overview, wasn't an actual review. That's what this video is going to be. This is an actual review of this product, my takeaways from it, and how I utilize it, and how you can utilize it as well. So, to go over all the information again, what you're looking at is a personal line rate system for either live performers or DJs. You have an 8-inch subwoofer with 6 2 3/4 inch high frequency drivers. You have a frequency range of 40 to 20 kilohertz and a max SPL of 121 dB. Now, to give you kind of a comparison, these ZLX 12Ps from Electro Voice, those max out at 123 dB. So that's actually quite impressive sound. This is able to push only 2 dB less while only being 100 watts lower. So very impressive system. Now to kind of summarize what this system is, a lot of people think that the line arrays are a solution, a more portable solution to the traditional top cab and subwoofer setup. And that's actually really far off base. This just replaces the top cab. The subwoofers built in line arrays are just not built for high frequency sound, low frequency sound, sub bass. They are made basically as your mid bass. So this basically replaces the top cab. Now you might think, well, that's a whole lot of equipment just to replace a top cab. Top cabs are a lot more portable. Yes and no. To effectively use top cabs properly, you're going to need to bring a tripod. And if you're like me, I like using tripod scrim, so you got to have that. So what ends up happening is you have a much larger footprint for a very small speaker. This, you have a much smaller footprint for about the same size speaker. If you were to melt everything down and put it into its own system, it'd be about the same size. My only complaint, and it was my complaint in the first video, and it's definitely my complaint in this video as well, the 8-inch subwoofer, I think, is the biggest drawback for this system. I would have much rather seen a 12-inch subwoofer, just because 12-inch subwoofers produce a much better and cleaner mid-bass. Now, with that being said, this system, if you haven't went out to Guitar Center to hear one yet, or Sam, whoever your local store is that carries these, you're going to be blown away by the sound, just simply at its price point. $599.99 is what you're looking at. So $600 system. And the sound is amazing. I'm very loyal to Electro Voice. This is the first time I've ever purchased a speaker that wasn't an EV product. And to me, that says a lot. That I actually strayed away. I was actually saving up for an Evolve 50 system. Now, an Evolve 50 system is much louder. You're looking at a max SPL on those at 129 dB. So you're not getting the 8 dB out of those compared to this. But my average wedding size runs anywhere between 100 to 150. These are good for about 175 people, depending on the room that you're playing in. So let's go over that for a second. So in the original overview video of this that I posted, I said this was good up to 200 people. Yes and no. If you have a packed dance floor the whole night, I would suggest pairing 2 of these up with an 18-inch, a 15-inch, or a 12-inch subwoofer. Hidden under your facade or whatever it is that you do with it. I think that would produce a much better sub bass to help reinforce the high range or the high frequency on these. Give you a much cleaner sound for a much larger room and to accommodate the larger crowd. But for 175 or less, 2 of these are going to do the job. For 50 to 75 people, you can rock with 1 of these if you wanted to. They will do the job. The sound quality, the clarity is great. I haven't had any problems with clipping, with limiting. I haven't had any issue with distortion. These have really they've really impressed me. They've done a great job. I'll give them a 4-star out of 5. The reason why they're not getting that 5-star is just because I really do wish they would have went with a bigger subwoofer. But other than that, it's a great product. It's extremely portable. It takes no time to set up and tear down, and man, it just gives the setup a more pleasing aesthetic look than your traditional tripod and top cab or your subwoofer and top cab. Much cleaner look. People, I think when they first walk in the room, they're like, oh yeah, okay, this guy's a DJ and he's going to use these little sticks. And then when the dancing really gets started, they're just like, wow. So these do a great job. Now, if you're wanting to push more power and get a louder sound, I suggest you go something like Turbo Sound. Their IP2000, IP3000, any line array in that series is a really good speaker. Of course, your Evolve 50s, but like I said, you're not getting a whole lot more power out of those. You're only getting 100 watts more than these. So it's kind of give or take. You know, it's going to be kind of whatever your pocketbook and your preference is going to be. But if you're looking for a budget starter system, or if you just want to get into line arrays, but you don't want to completely break the bank, this is a great system to purchase. If you have any questions, leave them down in the comments below. I'll be happy to answer those for you. If you like this video, give it a thumbs up and hit that subscribe button for more videos just like this throughout the winter. It's my slow period, so you'll be getting some different videos than the gig logs. But man, our wedding season is going to hit very hard. Usually around this time of the year, I have 2 or 3 on the books for the next year. I've got 11 on the books this year, for next year already. And I think it's going to be a banner year, especially since we've got our photo booth. So, we'll see you all soon.